Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Miami. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Okay, right?
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, full fury. Ready?
Running the counter with Mostert. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch out now. 50 fury. Check fury.
Now Tua. Forced out to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. On 1st down, Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Hines, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Naeem Hines taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He'll get this to about the 38. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Up the middle they go with Mostert. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the the handoff. This is Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Right, 97. You, yellow. Drill, 52. Right, check, Bryson.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal of 40 yards to Denver.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Arizona now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Dolphins 3. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Step hut.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on second down. Allen, he'll find Hines out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Allen finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
Complete. He's still on Diggs. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Dolphins 38-yard line.
Now Allen again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Touchdown, Bills!
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Steal. Check steal.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blue striker.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Trouble, 38. 22 needle.
Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
52 blaster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
10
more yards. Jordan Boyer on the tackle.
Shot,
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
striker, 3.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Here we go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Offensive yard play brings up 3rd and 7.
Blaster, 6. Ultra. Ready.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 66 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Here's Mostert. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check mega.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
19 the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds his man. Complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man. Complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The slot man in motion right. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.